Alright, we're back into it. First thing we're gonna do is take a look at today's music. Oh, it's Rage Beneath the Mountains. It's the Earth Dragons theme. I don't even remember the guy's name. How unfortunate.
我是荒龙好古迹接引大使元太，准备好开始好古祭演了吗？
Sure, let's go for it.
好古祭演开始。
It's ASD and JKL, right? I am not a Risen gamer. Oh, yeah, freehold. There's contest. That's not so bad. We're not going for perfect combo here. We're just trying to get the rewards. Let's see what we got for dailies today. Oh, we got one in the mountains. My ducks are on my porch, and they're pooping on it. But I'm also too lazy to do anything about it. I'll just power wash it down with a hose later. Dang ducks!
安如磐石。
哦，热乎热乎嘛。
But if nobody, if you ever given raising ducks a try or haven't, I totally recommend it. It's very rewarding. They don't need a lot of care, which is nice. Which means I'm not like constrained to where I am. I can fill up their water tank and leave them just put a week of feed into the feeder and then just walk off. And they'll be fine.
此乃天道。
And one thing good about ducks that is, I would say better than chickens is that, well, roosters crow. And neighborhoods generally have some kind of rules against having roosters. And if you're hatching out, you know, if you're hatching out chicks, you're inevitably going to get roosters. But ducks, drakes don't make a whole lot of noise, and people don't make specific laws about ducks as much as they do about chickens. Soil is just far better. How did I miss that? How do I keep on missing you? Coffee is very good. I don't have much stuff in the house as far as food goes. I have bread because hospital gives away free bread, and I have eggs because, well, that's most of my diet is eggs, and the rest of it is just coffee. I've always tried to grow a lot of different stuff on my land, but the soil is just so bad. Usually, it ends up being like super bitter or it's just inedible. I bought 3 trees last year, and I was trying to do something, you know, grow some fruit trees. Obviously, didn't really quite work out. 2 of the trees died. Didn't make it. 1 died in the winter, probably from the cold, and 1 died in the summer just from, you know, it being so hot and stuff. The pear tree did survive, which is kind of nice. So we do have the pear tree still alive. That's about it. I planted a big batch of lettuce and all kinds of vegetables earlier this year. When they came out, they were just really bitter. I hate how I can never get those crystal flies. Such a tease. Such a tease. It seems that I have a knack of keeping animals, but when it comes to plants, yeah, I don't have the green thumb. I don't know how people do what they do with the plants. That ain't me.
有大家在身边，风，回应我吧。
神里流，水右。
All low tier masks. I wish I can get some high tier masks. The demand for Hero Troll masks is actually quite high. The income for it is on the lower side. I always forget to turn my crystals into... I'll probably end up regretting it one day. I was like, damn, I wish I could have been doing that every single day. too much work.
向着星辰与深渊。
Originally, when I got Genshin Impact, I was sold on the fact that you can play it on the phone and on the computer.
向着星辰与深渊。
And that was a big deal for me because I pull long shifts at the hospital, and you know, I wanted something that I can play both on the phone and on the computer. Because if it's something that I play on the computer, I'm just gonna play Final Fantasy XIV. That's the best game. Like, I mean, other than DCS with the Squadron and, you know, actual Squadron stuff, have you ever seen me playing something other than Final Fantasy XIV? Okay, fine. Maybe occasionally Age of Empires, but, you know, I gotta be in the right mood for RTS. Usually it's gonna be Final Fantasy XIV. The draw for Genshin for me was the fact that, you know, I could have taken it on the go and I could play it at work. Nuclear Medicine is, you know, once you set the patient on the table, it's like, let's see, it varies. You got a good, like, at least 10 minutes to, like, settle down and play and do stuff you want to do. I mean, if you get a HIDA scan, like a gallbladder scan or a GI bleed, you're sitting there for like 2 hours, you know, just sitting there watching paint dry, literally. You know, you're watching the radioactive photons hit the detector and paint yourself a pretty picture. So, you're just sitting there doing nothing. I've seen people complete entire degrees doing nuclear medicine, and I could have done it. I'm just lazy. I'd rather be playing Genshin Impact. But hospital Wi-Fi is... hospital Wi-Fi is hospital Wi-Fi. Nothing to write home about. And with that said... sometimes Genshin is quite unplayable. Genshin overall on the mobile doesn't play very well. Genshin overall on the mobile does not feel like it plays very well. In addition that it burns a ton of battery. I mean, before I switched to an iPhone, I was going through like the Samsung S20 was the phone that I had before going to an iPhone. I had to change because my company, I changed my company and they offered me a new phone. So I was like, I'll get an iPhone finally. The app updating does feel better. Like, my iPhone in all respects is lower spec than my Samsung, but it just feels like everything runs better on it because, I don't know. I guess it's just better optimized. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. So, yeah, the Samsung burns through just a ton of battery. Let me heal up before doing this. And I would always have to have a charger with me for the Samsung. Not so much for the iPhone, but if I really wanted to play Genshin at work, I'm gonna be needing that charger. Genshin burns a lot of battery. Which is why I'm looking forward to Honkai Star Rail. First of all, it's turn-based. It looks turn-based. So I really like it more than real-time action, because I'm sorry, but sometimes you just have to put down the game and take care of stuff. Like, you know, when the patient gets allergic to contrast and starts having an allergic reaction and it's about to die. You gotta put down the Genshin. And, you know, take care of business. I know I'm irresponsible, but hey, at least I can do at least that much. So one of my first codes.
这项工作该划掉了。
The patient was going through an allergic reaction. I call the code team. I get the anaphylactic kit, and I take off the safety, and I give the doctor's like, okay, give the EpiPen, and I push down, and oh damn, I held the EpiPen backwards, so the needle went into my thumb, and I gave myself a full dose of epinephrine. Not that I didn't have enough adrenaline to begin with. I took the next epi, like I didn't even feel the pain of the epinephrine. I was like, oh crap, grab the next epinephrine, flipped it around to the right side, pops the safety off, goes in. The doctor was like, are you alright? I was like, yeah, I think I am. Now, policy states that when you receive a dose of epinephrine, you gotta be observed in the ER for 4 hours. So I was excused from work. I'm sat around the ER in a bay, doing nothing for 4 hours, being observed, playing Genshin Impact on company time. My supervisor wasn't particularly pleased, but hey, I got to play Genshin at work. So. Genshin at work is a dream. Some of the stuff I'm looking forward to is Girls Frontline 2. We'll see how that goes. I've heard some mixed reviews about it, mainly because of the monetization system, but I don't know why. But maybe it's because I'm a Genshin player and grass looks greener on the other side. But I always feel like Genshin is... MiHoYo made Genshin to make money, but Honkai is their actual, like, passion project. I don't know why, but I feel like they treat their Honkai characters with much more respect and Honkai players with much more respect. But that's just maybe that's just because I haven't been seeing the stuff that you know Honkai characters went through, you know, in the past years. Because you know, I haven't gotten into companies until recently. Like when Genshin released.
开锅了，开锅了！风雪的缩影，闲人勿扰。
But the perception is that Honkai players are treated better, and Honkai characters are treated with a little more dignity and respect, and handled a little bit better. It is what it is. One day I'm gonna hit AR-58 or AR-60. I don't know if that's before Honkai Star Rails comes out or after. Maybe I'll never hit it because Honkai Star Rail would have came out. The thing is that I can only devote myself to one gacha game at a time. That's my rule. I can't. I cannot physically handle more than one gacha game and one MMORPG. That's like my limit. Before, you know, before it was WoW, now it's Final Fantasy XIV. My MMORPG has always been my priority, I guess. Nowadays, you know, I'm trying to do more with the Squadron over on the DCS side. I don't know if I don't know how else to say it, but I'm trying to fly more because I've been starting to. The folks at the Squadron wanted me to take on a little more responsibility, which I've been shirking off for like the past 5 years because the only reason I was, you know, quote unquote ranked so high was because I was one of the first members to establish the Squadron. Not that we did a lot with the Squadron to begin with. Cool. Maybe I should do a DCS stream and like try to help the squadron recruit, because I'm sure Spider would like that.
欲买桂花同载酒，只可惜故人
I scored a drop? Hells yeah.
何日再见。
Scoring my own drops. God damn it, ducks, get off my porch. Where's my drops inventory?
"接下来想去哪里？如果想游历璃月名胜的话，我有一些不错的参考方案。
Oh, well, the drops aren't in here yet, but hey. We got the stuff that we needed. And the stuff we wanted. Sure, why not? Yay for scoring the drops. Holy shit, Bennett is level 81? After years, or almost a year of playing, we got Bennett to level 81. My god, Fisher was level 90. I should make use of her. But what do I do with you? Well, I mean, it's very obvious what I'm gonna do with her. Gotta upgrade her talents to, Oh yeah, that's right. I have a shit ton of, arrowheads. Should level her up. What is today? Oh good, today is, Harp Day. But I hate that domain. It's a terrible domain. I hate that domain so much. Is there a way I can just make the books? That would be cool. Shit, that's a good amount of books. Yes, please. We're gonna get our gal, what's her name? Fischl. Oh no. Sadness, we're poor. Yeah, sadness, we're poor. Well, that'll have to wait. We'll get Fischl upgraded eventually. She is already level 90, might as well make use of her. Oh, let's get back in there and oh yeah, that's right. That's what my team looks like. This is what I'm going for for now. Elemental skill plus 20%. That would be pretty good for what's his face.
命运在此显现。
天理长驱，拒收并蓄。
嘿哈！为了阎王帝君。呀！啊
It's hard to beat just the raw power of Ganyu.
安如磐。
命运，霜寒化生。
此乃天道。
Yeah, the other characters have flair, but you know.
风雪的缩影。
Ganyu is just good.
命运的。
Just good old raw damage. Damage output is the best mitigation because a dead enemy can't do damage to you.
安如磐石。
天命既定。
哟，
这项工作该划掉了。霜寒化生。
天理长驱。安如磐石。
讲不通就打扁了。呀！哼！
天动万象，固若金汤。
Oh, that's getting stuck like that was suboptimal.
有大家在身边，风之神，请指引，一鼓作气。
Excuse me.
秋水3尺，剑影。
看枪，我来保护大家。
Yeah, Ayacho is kind of really good.
该总攻击了，以剑为誓，戮力同心。
安息吧。
散，看枪。
剑影。
收起来吧。散，招，我来保护大家。哼，哼，散，哼，风，回应我吧。一鼓作气。
神里流，水右，
Let
水
me
影。
at least get 2 stars. Come on.
固若金。
水中混月，热乎热乎嘛。禁止接触。哼，命运在此显现。哼，如琉璃般飘落。
此乃天道。安如磐石。
见识下师傅的枪法。命定于此。霜寒化生。呀！
天理长驱，拒收并蓄。
这项工作该划掉了。禁
Bad
止接触。
matchup.
开锅了，开锅
Well,
了！
it's okay. I have Xiangling. Physical. Gotta go get a little bit physical, which is fine.
在此显现。
天动万象。
嘿哈！呀
Okay, good. The immunity's gone. Resistance I can overcome.
疏忽了。锅巴，喷火！双海。哦。好。散。散。呀。呀。嘿，好。呀，好。一决胜负。该总攻击了。以剑为誓。 戮力同心。
安息。
Oh shit！
散。一决胜负，看枪。一决胜负。我来保护大家。风，回应我吧。
剑影。
哦。招。散。一决胜负，有大家在身边，以剑为誓。一鼓作气。
神力流，水用，苍流水影。
Man, missing that sucks. I need more energy. I need more ER on my characters.
看枪。
At least Ayato's black sword like
该总攻击了。
gives him all that recovery that he needs. Oh.
没能突破厄运的封锁。
Oh, this is only chamber 2? Screwed up.
拒收并蓄。
开锅了，开锅了！闲人勿扰。风雪的缩影。天命既定。
Now this is a terrible comp, you know, Ganyu against ice slimes, but you
此
know,
乃天道。
I already drew this lot, so I'm committed.
见识下师傅的枪法，锅巴，喷火。
天动万象。固若金汤。
命定于此。
此乃天道。
为了阎王帝君，命运。开锅了，开锅了！
安如磐石。天动万象。
水中热乎热乎嘛！嘿哈！帝君，对不。
Ganyu, you're too goddamn squishy. It's my fault for not refreshing the shield enough.
风雪的缩影，命运再次显现。
Also me for being lazy with Zhongli. Instead of giving him his proper set, I just was like, oh yeah. Seraphite,
爬起来，
call it a
闲
day.
人勿扰。
Everybody gets Seraphite.
天命既定，
天动万象，
如琉璃般飘落。锅巴，很不昂。
固若金汤，天理长驱，
命运的虚。双寒化射。嘿哈！呀命运在此显现。
天动万象，
Bring down the
闲人勿
meteor.
扰。
安如磐。
Play it safe, refresh the damn shield.
烧起来吧！有大家在身边。一决胜负。哦，招。下手好重。我来保护大家。风之神，请指引我们。听我号令。
安息吧。
一决胜负。
苍流水影。
Yeah, I should stop just trying to pile up stuff and just be like, you know, I'm just going to
剑影。
use skills on cooldown because yes, it does a lot of damage when you actually have everything stacked and ready, but at the same time.
冒险。风，回应我吧！一鼓作气。
神里流，水用。苍流水影。
It might be faster just to use attacks on cooldown, just to kind of, you know, get it over with.
看枪！我来保护大家。哦，我真是个不称职的团长。
Do I really need Bennett to be at level 90? Why is he taking so much damage?
散，看枪！
安息吧，苍流水影。
一决胜。
I mean, hell, even Jean doesn't take that much damage.
戮力同心。命运到，
天理长驱，
这项工作该划掉了。开锅了，开锅了！天命既定。
安如磐石。
见识下师傅的枪法。
固若金。
Alright, let's see how we do this without
以
Bennett.
剑为誓。
神里流水。
一决胜。
Okay, that's the one.
听我号令，看枪。
苍流水影。那么，
风，回应我吧。
Oh.
秋水三尺。
At least I got the heal from Jean.
看枪，一决胜负。
Oh, this will take forever.
看枪，散。
苍流水影。安息。
戮力腾心。 一决胜负。风之神，请指引我们。散。招。一决胜。
神里流水右，苍流水影。
Damn it. I was hoping I'd be able to ult through it and not take damage because the invincibility frames mistimed it a little bit. It's unfortunate. Oh, at least Jean's attack heals people.
风，回应我吧。
Oh yes, we're back in business.
听我号令。
剑影。安息。
散。招。散。
苍流水影。
一决胜，招。戮力腾心。
神里流水。
风之神，请指引。
剑影。
Ah, yes, finally. Yes, yes, we're not coming back. We're not coming back. Do eventually want to build up officials thing though. My force items are complete, so I can go back and get those. try to process some more. And more goes in. One day I hope they make a support character that can improve ore refining. But I don't think that's for a little while. Tempting, but no. Tempting, but no. Hey Black Rose, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're just doing whatever we do on Genshin, I guess. At this point, I think we're just trying to burn some resin. You know what? How much of that stuff do I have? Because I haven't actually used any, really. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of resin. We have 122 fragile resins. That's a lot of resins. Oh yeah, I let the ducks out because I was cleaning and stuff, and they aren't in their usual enclosure, so I figured I'd do something a little bit different. I'm doing pretty well. Got them a pool and stuff. Oh, you can just I'm a guy. You can just call me Simba or refer me to he, or you can refer me to whatever you want. I've been referred. I like to joke that since I was in the military, we've been referred to so much things worse than the wrong pronouns. Back in the day, I think they were. Yeah. I think back in the day they were like they called me Charlie, because I was like, wait a minute, I'm not Vietnamese though. I'm Chinese, but close enough. Sure, whatever works for you. And another point, they referred to me as Ninja, and I was like, it's better than Charlie.
也好。
But yeah, the ducks are doing good. They're laying a bunch of eggs. I need to feed them at some point. Add a new bag of feed. They're going through so much feed nowadays. Right now I'm working on getting Fischl up to speed, because I was thinking, well, I already have her at level 90. I might as well make good use of her. Do I sell the eggs? No, I don't really sell the eggs. I use the eggs to buy off people and for favors and stuff. I try to eat eggs, but I can't eat that many eggs. I give the eggs out to neighbors and friends. You see, I realized having good relations and good friends is so much more useful than just having money. A carton of eggs will sell no more than maybe $2 to $4. But, you know, having your friends do you a favor can save you hundreds of dollars. Eggs are a cheap price to pay. Yeah. The eggs really aren't worth much, especially once you start, like, you got the infrastructure going. You just go through so much of it. You know what? I'm not gonna burn. I'm just gonna go back in. I'm not gonna burn what you call crystal cores for this. I can always use fragile resins. Like, you know, when I have something that I need to do, I call my friend. They let me borrow their truck. Saves me a lot more money than, you know, getting a U-Haul and stuff.
拒收并蓄。
我来保护大家。见识下师傅的枪法，食言之法。
It's a good deal.
速速退下，然。
天动万象。
焚烧吧！
Kindness is
大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。
the best way to put it. Kindness is a kind of a currency all on its own. We used to talk about karma and stuff, and I think that stuff is real. All right. Oh yeah, give me some bucks. As far as everything else goes, it's very hot here. I used to, I mean, with the recent increase in gas prices and everything, a lot of people's been doing more keeping to themselves, not spending a lot of money. I haven't gone out in quite a while. And I'm just seeing what I'm going to do next. I mean, recently I've been pulling a lot of overtime in the hospital, so my finances are actually keeping up pretty good. Like, sure, everything's costing more, but I'm also earning a lot more money, even though I'm also working a lot harder and working a lot more. This goes back to the topic we were talking about earlier, about why I play Genshin Impact. I used to... At first, I played Genshin Impact because it was a game that, you know, you can play on the phone and on the computer. And because of the nature of my job at the hospital, you know, I sit around a lot and watch things, you know, machines do their jobs. I have a lot of downtime. And, you know, Genshin Impact is one of the things that I do to fill up my free time at work. Hey, Landon, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. But yeah. So, at the hospital, you know, I get patient on the scanner, and it'll be a good like 30 minutes before I get them off, and they just have to stay on there the whole entire time. Unless something emergent happens, like they have an allergic reaction to the contrast or something. And during which time I would play Genshin Impact. Now, the hospital Wi-Fi isn't always good, so sometimes I feel like, oh, well. And the way Genshin Impact plays on the phone isn't always great. So I've been looking forward to Honkai Star Rails whenever that comes out. I'm doing good, Landon. I mowed the lawn today, which is a big accomplishment for me. I got off my chair and I mowed the lawn. I got the grass clippings and I fed it to ducks. Oh yeah, like whenever I say I really worked hard at the hospital, I worked hard, but not really nearly as hard as people think I did. And that's quite okay. It's an easy job. One of my friends decided to take he handed in his two-week notice and wanted to work at another hospital, earn more money, and I went all for it. So work is gonna start picking up, and because he was one of the people that pulled a lot of overtime for everybody else, so I'm gonna have to pick up his slack, which means the good thing is that I get all the money for it. The bad thing is obviously I have to actually work those overtime. A lot of the older folks at the hospital gotten used to not pulling overtime, so they kind of complain when they have to do it. But hey, more money is more money, and it's not like I work particularly hard. The only bad thing about the overtime is that you get constantly paged and called to the hospital, and it's just like one after another. It's like, oh man, when will this ever stop? It doesn't. It doesn't stop, and that's quite alright. It's okay if it doesn't stop. Now, every time we get paged to the hospital, it's a free 2 hours. So even if we go to the hospital and we do 5 minutes of work, it counts as 2 hours. So as long as, you know, we don't have any more work left. So I try to finish my patient as fast as I can so I can leave. And then if they have to page me again, it's another 2 hours. So you know, it's not like I don't try to game the system. I do. I try to game the hell out of the system so I can, you know, maximize my profits. But it's very important that I do that, because gotta make things worthwhile my time. I think there was one weekend for Memorial Day weekend. I was on overtime, and I think I pulled. Yeah, in that weekend, I pulled 24 hours of overtime, and that was good. That was a full paycheck all on its own. Like, that was two weeks worth of pay in one weekend. So I am properly being compensated for my work. Yeah, so the whole thing with the overtime nowadays is it goes back to, I'm not sure if you're aware of the situation in that was in Shanghai a while ago, where they had the massive lockdown and nobody could go to work because they were trying to like shut down the spread of COVID, which means the factory stopped producing a lot of stuff. And one of the things that was produced in Shanghai was CT contrast. So, you know, the contrast they use in CTs for angiograms. So now that they, because there's a global shortage now of CT contrast, because, well, Shanghai wasn't making this stuff, you had to go to the alternative, which is, well, nuclear medicine. And so nuclear medicine and MRI had to pick up the slack, because well, they couldn't do the CT angiograms. They can still do a lot of CTs with or without, you know, without contrast. But they're saving that contrast for only stuff that you can't do without the alternative modalities. Which is fine. Which is why we're pulling so much overtime now. It's just because of that. And I think they were telling us that in July they were going back into production, but it's going to be another 6 months before the shortage is actually really cleared up. So that's 6 months of me, you know, pulling an insane amount of overtime and earning all the dollars. Double-edged sword. Both good and bad at the same time. It's kind of great. I mean, once you get used to the flow of things, it really isn't that bad. Now, you can't. You gotta keep your weekend free. Like, it's always, it's been awkward. Like, there was one time that I was streaming, and then I was like, well, all right, guys, I gotta go. You know, the pager just went off. I have to be back at the hospital. So there was that. You know, if there was one thing that I realized from streaming was that Man, earning money from streaming is actually hard. Wow, going to the hospital and pulling some overtime, it's so much easier. Yeah, if you're trying to stream for monetary reasons, it's not worth it. Just getting a job and pulling some overtime, it's immensely easier. Immensely. Recently I have, yeah, and I just been going back. I think I haven't been out in like 2.5 years. The only place I've been to in the recent 2.5 years is the hospital, my house, and Costco. I see a lot of people doing partner pushes, and I'm just like, bruh. You know that partners only earn 50%, right? Just like affiliate. It's just their contract has like more restrictions. I'm like, partner isn't actually a... I mean, I commend on the people that reach partner. It's very difficult. But at this point, I pretty much lost motivation to be a partner. I'm like, I don't want to be a partner. Affiliate is good enough. It's like the same thing, but better. Nobody actually does tier 2 and tier 3 subs. Outside of like memes and stuff, so. You're earning 50% anyways. It's not that big a deal. Like I said, I do this out of my hobby. I'm going to play games I'm gonna end up playing games anyways. Might as well stream me doing it because I can. I swear to God, I hate that power so much. I know it's there for a reason, but oh God. You always end up climbing it at the worst moment. Alright. Hey ducks, get off my porch! They're pooping on my porch. I don't know if you were here, but a while ago, like about 2 months ago, I had my first batch of duck babies, and now they're like fully grown ducks. I don't know if I actually wanted that many ducks, so I think I'm going to try to rehome them soon. I want to keep the OG crew around because, you know, they've been with me for a while, and they're kind of great. But the babies, they were cute when they were kids. Now I'm just like, I'm kind of over it. Their mother's over it too. Their mother was over it after the first month. She was like, "Don't touch my babies" the first month, and then after the first month, she was like, "Yeah, get them away from me. I don't want anything to do with them." So I'm looking around for my neighbor and be like, "Yeah, you know, do you want some ducks?" Trying to rehome a couple of them and see. I don't know if I actually want baby ducks after this batch. Like, I think I'm good. Now there was a neighbor that wanted me to hatch a batch out for them. Hey, I can do that, but I don't know if I want any more. They eat a lot. They that's the problem. They eat a lot. It used to be that my Twitch subs would cover the amount of feed they need to eat. It doesn't anymore. It doesn't. So I'm trying to find ways like, okay, how can I cut the cost of feed down? What else can I feed them other than the store stuff? Because it's getting really expensive.
欲买桂花同载酒。
王德欢迎。
Okay, I think I've done all I can for Genshin Impact for today. I'm not stopping stream, I'm just changing to something else. I haven't done my placement matches for Age of Empires 4 yet, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Open up Steam. Finally a Saturday. The weekend's... So Juneteenth. This weekend is Juneteenth. It's a new holiday. I forgot what it was celebrating. But it's a new federal holiday. I wish they make more of these because they're awesome. But yeah, I scheduled patients. I would be scheduling patients for Juneteenth, and they're like, "It's Juneteenth. Are you sure you're gonna be working?" I'm like, "No, we're not working on Juneteenth." I just keep on forgetting it's a holiday because it's a new one. I think this is the second Juneteenth that we ever had. Let me rename this. Alright. Ranked. Search for game. I haven't played in so long. I am so bad at this game. What should I play as? It's either gonna be the French or the English. Because, well, I'm bad. Or it could be Homely Roman Vampire. As far as the Delhi, Abbasid, and other stuff, I'm not really good at them, so I don't think I'll be playing as... actually, Abbasid is not terrible. Like, they're alright. But I think I'll go with the English because I sort of know what I'm doing with the English. Not really, but we'll see. For Mongols, I really don't know what I'm doing. Alright. I'll just play English. English is easy, I think. English and Abbasid. Let's see. I'm not very up to date with a lot of the strategies and stuff.
Hestes, Gongende Huntia. Yaru, yes. Ridera, Asterende. Forewed, Kothlich. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Heasa. Thwera, Ridende. Forewed, Yeherende. Ridera, yeah. Yeah. Yaru, Ridende.
Okay, we have beer.
Yaru. Word Kende. Easa. Ridera. Yes.
Okay, we have a market.
Yes. Quetta. Yeah. Word can. Foreweda. Asterende. Condiete. Huh? Huh? Yaru. Easa. Yeah. Ridende. Yaru. Yesa. Yeah. Ichwilla. Asterende. Helsa. Asterende. Ridera. Yeah.
Quetta. Werkende.
Forewed. Ridende. Gande. Yesa. Yaru. Forewed.
Okay. Let's see what we're gonna do here. I think he stole my sheep already. I'm so sad.
Yeah. Cheerless yerwa. Work hende.
Yeah.
Heasa? Yeah. Yes, sir. Shatanku! Quetta. Yaru! Yeah, herende! Ridende! Huh? Workende! Elsa? Ridera? Asterende! Yes, sir. Yaru!
Oh, thank you for lurk. Let's see.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Forward. Gande. Ridera. Astrende. Theodor!
Yeah. Estes.
Hera.
Yeah. Entiende.
Yeah! Astrende! Yaru.
Kiche brukedat.
Hera, ik wil er do it. Gatriende will do. Yeah. Each will er read that.
Alright, let's see. House of Wisdom is obvious enough. What's this? A stable, okay. He's gonna make stable, that's fine. Run. We're not gonna invest too heavily into archers. Actually, we are. But we're gonna wait until we can get some spearmen now.
What house? Each will er read that. Ike om je Sally. Yes, sir. West to Hala.
And your worker. He's your worker.
Yes, sir. Yahweh. Spere ast strabora, sithe, garwigan, ich eom strele, abuga, strelboran, berth. Yes, garwigan, yes, sir. Garu upa, ritnu, strelbora, on styriath, strelbora.
Yaru to work.
Remet garu. Hura! Garwigan. Yerwa. Garwigan. Aseta. Mid-May. Abuga. Paragongat on way.
What's our faith, eh? Ridera. Yaru. Ichiera. Yerisne. Donde that?
Remet garu. Garu. Strelboren Yerwa. Garu upa. Kom. Dida hit. Yerwa. Astira. Garwigan. Strelboren Yerwa.
I don't want to invest too heavily into this.
On your work. When they are.
Garu upa. Strelboran. Strelboran. Ferra. Garwigan. Garu. Ferra. Mid-May. Yeah, we had a gongat on way. Yerwa. Abuga. Strelboran. We're Sindon Sikende. On Styria. Yerwa. Garwigan. Strelboran. Sigaru. Ferra. It's Abuga. Strelboran.
Forward here.
Kuthlicha. Yes. Herre Kremet Garu. Kumath onna. Abuga. Strelboran. Strelboran. On Lisa. Yerwa. Garu. Strelboran. Yerwa. Mid-May. Abuga. Strelboran. Swap. Strel. Remet Garu. Wille Stingan. Riknu. Strelboran. Siste. Ja, Strelboran. Hergonga. Garwigan. Itwilla. Yeah, we are. Yerwa. Garwigan. Astira. Fully en. Garu uppe. Jesa. Strelboran. Garwigan. Strelboran. Remet Garu.
Garway Iawara.
Yerwa. Garwigan. Yes.
On your worker. Spuhala. That's Shule Beotina.
Flamboga.
Hestes Commende.
Garu uppe. Abuga. Strelboran. Berde. May. Remet Garu. Yes, sir. Garwigan! Strele, Sheltent Werfen, Garu Uppe, Flambo, Monsterrenne, Yarwe. Hurra! Garwigan! Garwigan, Varenne, Garwigan, Strelboren, Jerwa, on Styria, Strelbo. Cometh on, Garu Uppe.
Yes, questo hala. Each team
Bremen, Garu! Yeah, we are! Yerwa, Garwigan! Nu, je lettert us gaan.
Hestus can all.
Yarwe, Leoda. This is me, Bremen, Garu. Yes, sir. Ganda Forte! Strelmore! Yarwe. Where the...
Estes coming off with that. Yeah.
Yarway Iawara. All collecta.
Garwigan.
Hira upper. Sooner. Yarway Iawara. Upway that. To where? That lady you say. Listen.
Garu Uppe! Asti Strelboren! Bremen, Garu!
Idzie bruke that.
Cherlas here! Yes, Cherlas!
Cheerless hair. Eat Hira
We have a Garu Uppe! A Buga! Strelbor! Strelida!
Garwigan.
Yes, sir. Garwigan! Bakjet, je cometh on. Berathwigan! Berathwigan! Yarwe, Awendende, Steala, Garwigan.
And your worker? Yes, sir. West Thuhala. Each timber face. Hestus Commende. Each a worker.
Garwigan! A Buga! Strelboran! Strelboran! Beret! Kotlicha! Ik eum shottel! Styria! Strelboran! Garwigan! Asmit ma! Strel! Yes, sir! Yeah, we had a gun gat on way!
Oh, got caught out of position. That's fine.
Yeah, we are! Bremen, Garu! Yeah, way, Wigenda. Yarwe.
Hira Thopper. Fatima. Each will a delta.
Garwigan. Yeah, on Styria. Look at Muthen. Here at Neodlich. Fully in the Hesum. Bettest he fully in the Hesum.
And your worker? Yes, sir. Understood. What Thurpay Fay? And your worker? Ishul Gadriel.
Strelboren! Jedwa! Streletuse! Yeah, way, Wigenda.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yaru to work. Ik eum Gadriende.
Hestes Commende. Workende on Eckerham. Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. West Thuhala.
Yarwa Iowa. On paper.
Yaru Hesum. Nu, Jelsterandet. Hey, sir. Let us gone.
And your work, eh? That's Shule but
Yaru to work the Rende Nu. Yarway Iawara.
Bakje, Jerwa. On Muna cometh on.
What's our face, eh? Ik will do it.
Hestes Commende.
Each a worker.
Leo the Hesa. Better we got. Theos. Steranda Tima.
Yaru to work. Cheerless. Yarway cometh on a cheerlass.
Yeah, way we get. Better we got.
Cherlaster Fende Hester.
Taket Yerwa.
What third face, eh?
What third face, eh?
And your worker?
Leoda, Hersa. Yes, sir.
What hair? Parende!
Isterande Tima. Leoda, Hersa. Nu.
Parende nu!
Yahweh, Wigenda.
Forward and here! Each one on a day!
Taket Yerwa.
Yahweh, sooner!
Yahweh, Wigenda. Beodas!
Cherlaster! Hera!
Taket Yerwa. Jan Strel! Skal! Hastuettes! Abuga Strelbora! Strelbora! For Huskala! Hilse! Huskala! Hildebus! Huskala! Jukende Hestes! Leogar och Hitton! We have städer förbi Totfolk! We have städer Totfolk! Överriksjärn Pitsua! Fräckes hack! Ondifota! Tulkes! Nuta! Komaton!
See they to work.
Harken at Stareth Uta every chan. Hold it at Odsa.
Hestes cometh! What a kende!
Building done. Hit Loki.
What wilt thou?
Yare to done some work.
Boa is the Guste Tulkes? Hestes. Headed.
Aditeth for Hestes.
Björn intendeth Freckes.
None slip. Get it ready, Hestes.
Men of armes sabideth.
Intendeth. Överriksjärn Jara. Rammer i ready.
Ongen chappeth uppe. Fara! Tacken uppe, Jörn! Intendeth Freckes. Where is the ende? Foliende Hestes. Bueles Berga!
Ongen Tieri Hestes.
Men of armes
Hestes Marketer. For the new. Sua Anna.
chappeth uppe. Hestes nu. What wilt thou?
Överriksjärn. Need it.
Jeppe mea Boruse Tulkes. Al Suiza, yes.
What Hestes doing? Sua Anna.
Dresset jou, Arwaymen! Under Arwaymen! What wilt thou?
Alas. Aye. Gravis follows motion obeyende.
Hestes! Jonas Jare Tudon!
Hey, Harkon, thank you for the follow.
Every chan.
Sorry if I'm like super distracted right now.
Hestes kommet, Arwaymen! Beren Tulkes! Weben Sekande!
At this point, just add on the pressure at this.
Freckes hacken, nu Hestes. Quad of servant chat.
Broad Springfield. Hold! Spannerman. Angel Hiera.
Jere Hestes! Hörnalar med hudkjobbet! Jeppe mea Butt.
Balding. Good. Yare to done some worker. Who killed Bill Day that for they?
Yeah, that didn't quite fit, but that's okay at this point.
What day this was?
Doesn't bother me.
Ongen, Zadita, Alice. Ongen ready for Heston.
Hestes kommet, Stebbe, to hit Arwaymen! Boa is Iboon!
Ongen ready for Heston. Safe to Heston. Nick'll do that, no.
Arita. Who needed
You're ready to done some work.
Seems to have. You're ending clean Hester.
Why did I build a farm just for that?
Rama, you ready for Heston?
And Celia builded thing.
Heston, come our way, man.
What will
See they to worker.
Heston's an old law. No! Under our way, lass!
Din Hester?
Wow, observe. And sweeter, yes, sir. Boy, Isibu. Heriende Hester.
Jonas, Jonas,
Odd swinkerer. What needeth fail done
some work.
Okay, production is keeping up, so.
Build ende that arita. What needeth worker? Block ende wounds won't act.
Hester's come. Where are Sjöten? Freckes haken. Hadenet over heotes! Entendet, Freck. I känner du!
Carnavanas, aggrete postura.
Wow, that's a lot of stone I'm not using. Oh, nice. Man. Okay. Yay! We won our first game. View summary. Placement matches. 1 out of 5 completed. Look like we did pretty good. I'll make a coffee and I'll be right back. Revel in my victory for a little bit. Alright, coffee is in the making. How's everyone doing today? One out of 5 placement battles. Maybe I should go for Holy Roman Empire next. Right. Is my coffee ready? Alright, search for a game. Let's go. We'll keep this going. What are my ducks doing? Well, okay, they're just in the yard. That's fine. Try Arabia. English versus French.
Yaro, Ponziende.
Ore guarda, asti rende. Rende. Ridra. Ridende. Hessa. Yeah. Yes. Yaru. Forward. Yeah. Reader. Kutli. Yeah. Hessa. Astirende. Yeah. Hessa. Yes. Reader.
Yaro, working day.
Forward. Ridende. Yaru. Gande.
Don.
Huh?
Hiera.
Hessa. Yaru. Forward.
I think we'll go with the traditional.
Reader.
Okay, we have a relic over on this end.
Quetta. Worka.
Reader. Yes. Papai.
Quetta.
Forward. Unde yete. Gande.
Yeah.
Hessa. Ridende. Yes. Yaru. Astirende. Kutlich. Pleo! Yeah. Asteriende. Yaru. Yeah. Hessa. Yaherende. Forward. Ridende. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Hera!
Waiter.
Work Henry.
Nothing. Waiter. Where can?
Reader. Yes.
It's about time to age up. I want to see if they're going for the council hall. I mean, not the council hall, but
Yes, sir.
maybe they're
Yes, sir.
market or okay, school cavalry. Got it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I should have expected it.
Waiter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yaru.
It lists literally the French.
Yaru.
Yeah. Working day.
Yes, sir. Gandhi. Reader. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Huh?
Oh, that's why.
Each bouquet that. Yaru to work. Each a worker.
Sierra.
Here a thumper on her Ephraim.
Sir?
Yarwa you are.
Oops.
Gareth Opa. Each timber of Theos.
That's a funny mistake to make.
And you work it. Yes, sir. Where's the water? Each your work.
Yeah. Done did that.
That is a funny mistake to make. That is hilarious.
Your way, yeah, Arler.
Yes, sir. Reader Yaru. Ishal.
Yes, sir. Where's the water? Yarway.
Hester's commending.
Isha.
Each timbre Theos.
Yerwap Garwi mid-May.
Here a thumper.
Hatas Yehanda.
Hester's commending.
Reader Yaru. Ga, oop.
Garu Upa. Yes, sir.
What has, sir? Redended.
What's her face, eh?
Where they here?
What's her face, eh? And you work it. Each a worker.
Where they here? Hoorah. Yeah?
What's her face, eh?
Each a brookie that. Yaru to work. Catherine.
Yeah? Foliende hesa. Hoorah. Ga oop. Ansagan!
And you
Each a
work
will.
it.
Garwigan Aseta.
Reader Yaru. Each will read on. Each Sierra.
I like how we're really cautious. I'm cautious too.
What's Hessa? Each will read Farindinu. Oh, where are they here? Airfother! Here! Ga up! Farindinu. Airfother! Here!
Flamboga a rod.
For where they here? Each will read on.
Yarrow to work. Each timber Theos.
And your worker?
And you work it.
What their faith, eh?
Yeah? Ridende ut.
Strelabora, foliende hesum.
Ansagan! Bound is up!
What's their faith, eh?
Okay, he's investing to trade. I'm going to take stone.
Ridere Yaru. Ga up. Foliende Hesa.
Duck, stop standing on my porch, please. Stop shitting on my porch.
Garwigan.
Hatas Yehanda! Each yera. Ga up.
Yerwath gar primet garu. Abuga strelbor. Betis hlitsta.
Yes, sir. West Luhala.
Ridere Yaru.
Yaru to work. That Shule Bayo Timbran. Yarway Iawara. Hira Opper. Ikeendom Gadriende. Hestes Commende. Veradon.
What Hessa? Each will. Each will read on.
Strele fuse.
Estes Commende.
Yarway Iawara. Ishu Gadriende.
Beode meg.
And your worker. That Shule Bayo.
What your faith, eh?
Yeah.
Cheerless head.
Garwigan.
Ishala. Where's the Yareth upper?
Yes, sir. West Luhala. Gadriende Appellum.
Yareth upper. Estes Commende.
God damn it.
Each timber Theos. Cheerless Thorfende Hestum. That Shula Beowulf. Where's the Waller?
Garu upper.
And you work it. Yes, sir.
Strelbor.
Where's the Waller? Yes, sir. Where's the Waller?
Flamboga arod.
Yaru to
Yarway.
On your worker.
Forward here.
What's their fitting?
Yes, sir. Garwiga. Tremeth Garu. Garu Upa. Yerwa. Garwi Strelborg. Abuga. Strel. Paragongath on way. Garwigan. Aknawa. Strelborg Yerwa.
Forward here. Dunde that. Ansagan!
And your work, eh? Your way, you all.
Each willa hua wudu.
Estes comende. Eat your work, eh? What's their fitting?
I'm silly.
It's good.
Press and yawa.
Kooseri sa vidende for. Ik'll do that. Ik come on the
Y'all ready to done some work?
Safe to Hestes. You'll then do that, read the no. Harken it all.
Hartes better.
Leap scouter is ready to read.
Every charge and
What
tender.
needeth be undone?
If you'll flock a Mara food pizza, what needeth worker?
Hey, shit.
With a Shulichka.
Spearmen. Appointed spearers.
See fate to worker. See fate to worker.
At here, Hestes. Fail sleepily. On the spirit.
Gonna mix in some man-at-arms just
Give me Hester. Ik'll do that. With a Shulichka. Vidende suahe. Forwended. Ik have it.
buy myself a little more time. Hopefully.
Harita, what needeth worker?
Give me Hestes. Do ende mi duty.
See they do.
See fate to worker.
What of surface?
See they to work, eh? Ik'll build they that for they.
Kosa is saddled. Slidende suahe.
What needeth be undone?
Building done.
Give me Hestes. Het welle beodon. Verende suahe. Venders is en nearby. Ridende suahe. With a Shulichka.
This shula.
See fate to worker.
Ik have it found in the bow.
What needeth be undone? Ik heel happy that he building an arm.
The Finders Pirates upon us. Tell the net. Stirende nu.
Hestes at standard, spearmen.
Kurse i saddle, scouter i ready.
Sperremen, standet and
In sail the bow! Elder Ned, stirende nu. Elder Ned,
Sperremen, Freckes hak. Go and sweet them, yes.
Hadret over Heotes! Redsen! Spoilers spent that way, men! Höstens kommer!
And sweet them, yes, sir.
Scouter i ready to read.
Dresset jag away med fjärde hästen! Bejakat! Rädda sin hästa! Hästesen och uppnäll värnet away med! Dresset jag fjärde hästen! Boll hästen kommer! Hästesen och mål! Herjende hästen du! Fjärde! Det kan det du! Hästesen och Astiria! Dresset jag av dwindelen! Värre!
Scouter i ready to read.
Höstens kommer!
Jag right to över det John. Ja, så är det heter.
Järway Shatton.
Dresset jag away men! Hästen kommer! Han skjäre! Han såg det häst! Det kan det du! Värre hästesen och uppning! Bolje! Bejakat du hästes tunnbomb!
Intende hästesen och steppeth to it, Hardwayman.
Herjende hästens nu!
Send them out to me.
To storm!
Not slipping. We have the bestest. What?
Harken at Valor.
You go have it that he built it.
Send them back to me when
War of servant, Shatton.
Aspilende häst!
Hästesen och Borman.
Safe to Hestes. Wooder is notable Matera.
Klom hit. Safe to Hestes.
Ichil here.
Harkeneth all. That building will be repaired on.
Fuse Tolkas. Hästes.
Hästes kommer herjende hästens nu! Boljende hästens! Stämmer to it, Arwayman!
Arita, what gaya? Sue they hessen. Build ende that Rita nu. See stay to worker. Bay off yard to Hestes to.
Järeth hästes. Sue they head.
What needeth bay verende sue ahead?
Over the John. Intended. You go build it that for they. Harkeneth all. You can have up to the buildings.
Pitlock has God.
What needed to be undone?
This.
Over the John. Intended.
What bears in Hester?
See they to worker. And see builded thing. This shoe.
Dresset jag. Intende.
Jaffat upp här!
Det kan det du.
Sue they head!
Boljende hästes. Glidande när hörtes no one never down. Freckes haken. Nuthan. Kom och tål.
Harken at Valor. And stealing builded thick hill go and flop the wooder.
Send them out to me now.
This.
What needed work?
Do they know?
Hästes cometh. Till dwindleth. Ferreth.
God's space.
What am I even doing anymore? I don't even know what I'm doing.
Klom. Hestes.
Ik kan det du!
Min spärre is jar.
Intendeth Freckes.
Seath to Hestes. Seath they to fair and Uten.
Dresset jag Arwayman!
And sweeter, yes sir.
It's in Shetenders! Järnet hästes! Järnet börjar stämma to it, Arwayman!
Nuthan. Kom och tål.
Boljende hästes!
Glidande när hörtes no one never down.
Tätt dwindelen! Bära!
Freckes haken. Nu hästes. Ontifota, spera.
Get it, the swing could every charm and 10 dead. Ik heel build that for thee. Harken it, Thaler. Ik ham to death. Ik heel do that nu. Build end day that written.
Hestes, come. Attend us, Tulkas. We are intended. Thing is, Klong here. Has the Periende Hestes.
This shooter who do they make.
Fuse Tulkas. Hestes, Nuthan. Comathon.
Boom to hear.
Ja. Fuse Tulkas. Hestes.
Ilie building thing.
Freckes, we are getting past Ontifota, spera.
What needeth be undone? Seeth to Hestes. Hearkeneth alla.
Sterafuta every charm. Hold it and answer. This shooter who do they make.
Every John, attended. Equal happeth that ye building and done.
See the Hestes? If you'll have it that we building or not.
Min spera is Yara.
Hestes cometh.
See thing to work.
Intendeth, Freckes. Al Suiza, yes. Attendeth, Tulkas, to dwindleth. Fereth.
Arita, what needeth worker? Ik heel build that for thee.
Peremen, Yara, min spera. Hestes, attendeth, Tulkas. Intendeth, Fuste Tulkas. Glidande ne her. Freckes haken. Intendeth. Thing it in dwindleth. Fereth. Boa is in boot. Ikil ras Freckes haken. Nu Hestes. Peremen, standet and presenter.
Seeth to Hestes, Tirende thin Hester.
See they to work.
Yarwe Shetton.
Ich be boon to hear. Yeah. What needeth be undone?
Hestes cometh. Ik can do Fuste to intendeth, Freckes. We are getting Hestes. Periende Hestes do. Boa, hammer me bow. Ferende. Hestes cometh. Suas heta. Freckes haken. Nu Hestes. Boa is the stirende of Sua is said. Arwe men, gongende as beden. Foliende Hestes.
Oh shit. Mangonels.
It can do. Intendeth, Freckes. Speremen, ab foliende Hestes. Fuste tul al suitha, yes. Hestes cum suas ahead.
Seeth to Hestes. Equal building that for thee.
Each be born to hear. Yefe mea puta.
That's how he has actually has gold.
Nu Hestes. Yahweh Shaitan intendeth, Freckes.
Seizure engine.
Fuse Tulkas. Hest
moving the sail engine. Seizure engine yard.
Hestes come.
Be ready for him. Under the way,
Freckes haken.
Seizure.
Hestes come. Nuthan. Comathon. Fuse Tulkas.
Be ready for him.
Hestes.
Season! 20 hit!
Hereth Ala!
Every charge and 10 dead.
Hestes around, Roman! Heriende Hestes!
Oh, we lost. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Seizure engine yard! Seize engine surrender! Away, Allah! Moving lead! Springer! Moving lead! Seize engine! Ik doe dat nog! Sterret onder! Intended well! Let the scare! Rocket! Onzien onder Lesser! Be ready for Hestes! Onzien ladder!
Harken het al. Then they that ring. Hey, every chance.
Probably not coming back from this, but
Everything! Sage! Engine Berende! Understood! Yeah! Engine! On the way! Moving lead! Sage engine! Springer! On the way, dude! Here they have Sage engines! Sage engines! We are Sterende!
we'll surrender. Oh, that was unfortunate. We're just too slow. Actually, that was me over-investing in the... Yeah, I over-invested in economy, and he just had a bigger army. It's valid. Oh. Oh. One win, one loss. What time is it? 10:30? I think I'll take a break. I'll come back a little bit later. Gotta find some food to eat or something. 2 hours of play, that's more than enough, right? We can always do the placement matches a little bit later. Right now, let's raid. Or actually, we don't have to raid. I'll just switch over to the duck cam. Gotta feed them anyways. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Thank you, Rose. I'll eat well.